Okay, so we just took off, and all of a sudden, we're accelerating, not even quickly, and this pops up, and the truck starts hesitating and jerking, and I may have to turn around real quick and get a different vehicle. Okay, so we have our truck back. This is our 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 Denali with the 3-liter Duramax diesel. This is a truck that has been absolutely flawless with zero issues up until a short while ago when we had a crazy issue happening. The truck would not accelerate past 8 miles per hour before it would start shuddering violently, and you really couldn't accelerate at all after that. So you had to slow down. We were fortunately not too far away from the house. We turned around, came back. I was able to continue to replicate it until I got it parked where I knew it would need to be towed from. We worked with OnStar to actually get a roadside assistance tow, and we were able to get the vehicle towed to the GMC dealership where they confirmed the problem. It was dropped off, and they've had it now for a few days. So we have roughly 32,000 miles on this truck. And again, it has been absolutely flawless until several days ago where we started experiencing violent engine shuddering at very low speeds. It popped a check engine light. I got the notification on my smartphone, and yeah, I was pretty scared. I thought it would be a lot more than it ended up being. So I have all the information right here on the services that were performed on this truck while it was at the GMC dealership. And I want to read through those with you real quick. Okay, so it's about 1400 degrees outside, so I figured I would hop in the truck to continue this. So again, we have just under 32,000 miles on the truck, 31,962 miles. This is a 4-wheel drive truck, again with that 3-liter LZO baby Duramax diesel engine in it. And again, the stuttering, based on what I researched, could have actually been a lot of things. It could have been the fuel pump failing. It could have been a failed fuel pump that actually caused other problems and deeper engine-related issues to where some people have paid upwards of $22,000 to get their engines replaced or repaired after a similar incident happened, which is absolutely insane. But I was very fortunate and very lucky that that's not what happened to us. So let me read through what they found. 31909, found fuel pump speed incorrect when commanded for greater than 1 second, creating a low fuel pressure setting, diagnostic trouble code P0129F, and then it's /00408938. Performed engine reduced with check engine light on. Verified and unable to road test the vehicle as engine stalls occurred. Used the GDS2, retrieved diagnostic trouble code P129F along with P228, P228B and A, added diagnostic time of half an hour, used document ID 5501057 to test related circuits using DVOM, disconnected connector to test circuits for acceptable results, finding fault within fuel pump driver module. Refer to related number 24NA139 based on VIN brake using doc ID 6023342, replaced fuel pump driver control module. Cleared all DTCs, which is the diagnostic trouble codes. Able regain fuel pressure operation. Followed final test drive, repair complete. Repaired to GM specs. So they had to replace what's called the serial data gateway module. And apparently this is the module that controls the fuel pump and the fuel into the vehicle. And that was ultimately what caused all of our problems. I asked them if this had not been covered under warranty, what would this cost have been out of warranty? Basically, if I was, you know, a couple months or a couple days or even a couple hours outside of the factory warranty of this truck, what would this repair have cost? And they said about $600. So I don't see this as a major issue at that point. Could it become a major issue for some folks? Probably. But if you have, like, let's just say this truck, a 2023 GMC Sierra Denali 1500 with 31,962 miles, we've done all of our scheduled maintenances, everything we've needed to do to make sure that we are complying with, you know, routine maintenance on this vehicle. And for us to have a component failure that equated to about $600 worth of repair at 31,962 miles. I don't think that that is end of the world kind of thing. It's frustrating, and if it happens to you, especially with all of the other issues people are claiming to have with vehicles these days, the electronic system, the fuel system, fuel pumps, engines, all sorts of things from all manufacturers. It's not isolated to General Motors, but from all manufacturers. Again, I feel as if we really were saved from something that could have been much, much worse. And because of the internet and because of all the horror stories you hear of the most extreme situations leading to major, major failures and issues, I was really concerned that we were about to have a major issue, that this truck would be in the shop for weeks, if not months, trying to get either a new engine, a new fuel system, some combination of the two, when at the end of the day, it was a $600 repair had it not been in warranty. But because it was covered under warranty, they ended up covering the entire thing. They just called me and said, hey, your vehicle's ready for pickup. And I'm like, it's only been, well, if you factor in the weekend, it was a total of 5 days. But as far as actual weekdays, it was 3 days. And for it to have been in the shop for 3 days, the first day it pretty much arrived there, and then the last couple of days were when they worked on it, picking the vehicle up around 2 o'clock on the third day, I don't think is terrible. And I'm actually really, really impressed that that's all it took, and that I'm back into a vehicle that I really enjoy, that gets ridiculously good fuel economy unless you're sitting here letting it idling, watching the miles per gallon drop, but gives you insane range, but more importantly, gives you a half-ton capability, a half-ton truck, that you can use for towing things, you can use for cargo in the back, you can use for all sorts of things. I really like this truck because of the Swiss Army knife characteristic to it, that I'm still getting a pickup truck. I got plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower, plenty of towing for what it is. I don't tow beyond what it's capable of. I get the size and the interior of a truck, which I really enjoy, and for the most part the reliability, except for this one thing, which again was covered under warranty, and now I have a truck that's back and it's performing good as new, and I'm not having any problems with it. So I have to say, this wasn't the end of the world like I thought it was going to be, because I truly thought this was going to be a lot worse than what it was. And thankfully it was all covered under warranty, and I had my truck back in 5 days from the point I dropped it off. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.